6 Powerful Reasons to Love Your Enemies. We have actually all obtained our enemies, people who take pleasure in creating us discomfort as well as anguish. Occasionally, the growth of an adversary results from specific differences in your characters, and occasions have brought about that. Other times, some people end up despising you for evidently no reason in all. No matter how you obtained this opponent, in contrast to the standard of fighting fire with fire, think about the complying with factors and also see why you ought to in fact value your enemies. This post will reveal you not only how to not be troubled by your adversaries, but how to actually foster love for them. 1. It's a functional lesson in rage monitoring. To be honest, your adversaries are the very best individuals to assist you understand your feeling of anger monitoring. When it might be real that your opponents have a way of bringing out the worst in you as relates to anger, it is additionally true that they can assist you in your mission to have that temper managed. You cannot obtain absolutely upset at a person you enjoy, and it is only in that time when you obtain absolutely frustrated that you discover how to handle it. Anger management is much more efficient when it is in technique and not in theory. Your opponents are like the therapists that you need, yet in fact do not desire. Inasmuch as you could want to hate them, they give you a chance to regulate the temper impulse that you have. 2. It's a possibility for healthy and balanced competitors. You may not know it, however your enemies produce wonderful opponents as they aid harness the rival in you. In some cases, you could not even know or conversant with this affordable side till you stumble upon an enemy. You obtain the appropriate inspiration to contend, and this can go a long way to stimulate you to success. Nevertheless, while doing so, it is additionally essential that you keep in mind not to end up being a worse version of yourself while contending. Working against an enemy is difficult, and you need to ensure that you don't cause damage to yourself or your morals in the process. Healthy competition is all you require to leave this. 3. Their unfavorable comments can aid you make a breakthrough. It is true that your enemies never really have much good to state regarding you. Nonetheless, because they might be chatting out of a location of hate, there could be some fact to what they're saying. To wit, whenever you listen to something mean or nasty from an adversary, you may want to take a step back and assess on your own. There is a possibility that what this opponent is stating holds true, and pertaining to encounter that fact is a major step in assisting you to become a much better individual in general. This is one more testimony to the fact that enemies can be specialists in their own method. 4. Enemies can additionally be effective allies. Caring your opponents can likewise mean making an effort to communicate and make peace with them. Ultimately, if you are able to develop some common ground and spot points up, you'll have been successful in making an additional pal. And that does not need close friends. This can likewise aid you in working with people in the long run. You each develop your interpersonal skills, which can be a large plus to your ledger. 5. It provides you the capability to realize positivity. In a plethora of negative thoughts, a speck of positivity constantly seems to find its method via. Occasionally, an understanding of the truth that you have opponents will additionally assist you to concentrate on the numerous positives and also advantages that remain in your life. A great deal of times, we disregard what really matters in life. This can be as a result of being extremely interested in the enemies we have. Nonetheless, it is likewise feasible for this acknowledgement to stimulate you to take a step back and appreciate the good points, and also people who border you. 6. There may just be a misconception. Sometimes, the reason that you have an opponent might be something really innocuous. You could not have understood the root cause of this fractured partnership, and also your adversary will help finish the photo. Simply approaching them will certainly aid you to recognize the reason for the crack. This, in turn, can aid you to work towards healing your partnership moving on. Misconceptions happen, and you need to be able to work around them. Don't forget to like our video.